Thank you for tuning in to War Room, Gwinnett County. I'm your host, Antonio Jones. That's War Room, Gwinnett County, the people's voice. Tonight, I wanted to come on and talk about a Facebook post that I came across. There's a lady out in Hoschton, Georgia, out in the Mill Creek High School area, that posted on her page that 50 to 60 high school age students had broken into one of her neighbor's house and had a destructive house party. So let's read through this and see what what's going on here. So according to her post, and we quote, "Last night we had a serious incident in our neighborhood down the street from our house. Our neighbors had been out of town since Thursday, and 60 plus high school kids, all from different schools, broke into their home and had a huge destructive party. A neighbor called the cops due to the noise complaints, and the cops told our neighbors that when they got home, there were 50 to 60 kids scrambled out of the front and back doors. The cops were actually able to catch two of the kids and question them. The kids say they didn't know who lived in the house, and they said the party was posted on Snapchat and that the family was going to be out of town and to meet there for a party. The message even said to park at the clubhouse pool parking lot and walk to the house. The parking lot was full of cars and kids, I guess in a Jeep, a four-door black Jeep with large tires, decided to drive in the grass. The HOA of her community is checking to see if they had torn up the lawn, I guess, and the sprinklers had been impacted. The inside of the neighbor's house is completely vandalized. Our neighbors had a family go to the house and take video for them since they are out of town. And all of their walls are destroyed, piles of beer cans everywhere, beer spilled all over the floors. And they said every inch of their house is destroyed. The lady said her heart is broken for them. Currently, there are still 6 cars in their driveway, and pictures have been taken of the license plates. The police have the information, and the neighbors are hoping to get the cars towed before anyone comes back to claim them. Neighbors are checking their cameras, but so far, we only see a lot of cars driving on our street between 10 and 12:30. Some neighbors have camera footage of kids walking in their yards, throwing up in their yard, and one neighbor found a backpack that was given to the police this morning." So they're asking if any other kids, which I highly doubt, if they know anything, if they'll text or message them, they would like to share this information with their neighbors. They couldn't imagine coming home to this. The kids who participated in this need to be held responsible. All right. Sounds like a bunch of teen kids just have gone wild. Maybe this is some of the overhang from what's going on in our schools. You know, kids, they keep up with what's going on. Information is everywhere for them to see and listen to. They know that the schools are not clamping down on them from a disciplinary realm. This is going to start to spill over vastly into our communities. There's going to be an uptick in crime the longer this goes on in schools. And quite frankly, parents need to be involved, and they need to start the discipline of their children at the house. That's just the bottom line as well. It can't all be on schools. I do believe that the school system should have a set of rules that they are going to enforce and that they support the teachers enforcing. Because if they don't do that, then the students are just going to get out of hand as far as in the school setting. But these same students, I'm pretty sure they don't have a clean record at school. So there's a couple of opportunities that we have to correct these kids before they grow up and get out here into society. And that's completely outrageous for them to break into a house while somebody's out of town, completely vandalize their house, beer cans and things all over the place. Completely unacceptable. And see, this is where your local DA and your sheriff becomes important, because just like in the schools, if the DA and the sheriff is not serious about investigating and prosecuting criminal activity, you're not just going to have these problems in school. This is going to spill out into the community, in which, you know, it can do all over Gwinnett County. So we need to keep an eye on this and see what becomes of this. We will find a lady's post and reshare it right here on War Room Gwinnett County. And if you have any information on this, make sure you reach out to her. But these sheriffs and local DA offices, we need to keep an eye on what's going on and if they're prosecuting criminal activity, because when they don't, it sends a message to crime and people that's committing criminal acts. They're going to be an uptick in it if we don't put a clamp down on this now. So again, we're going to reshare this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe these videos. If you have any information or news of things that's going on in the county, make sure you inbox us. We'll take a look at it. This is a show for the people. That's why we call it the People's Voice, so that we can be heard and we can expose malfeasance right here going on in our county. If you're not in Gwinnett County, we still would like to talk to you about things that may be going on in your county. We will have an upcoming segment called Across County Lines, and we would love to feature different information and news that's happening in your county if you're not located in Gwinnett County. So make sure you stay tuned. Again, like, share, and subscribe. This is War Room Gwinnett County signing off, the People's Voice.